Hello, welcome to Scrap Time episode 720. My name is Christine and on today's episode I'm showing you a bunch of products from EcoGreen Crafts. Today I am showing you a bunch of products from EcoGreen Crafts. And EcoGreen Crafts they make quality products that are eco-friendly. So for example, these acrylic paints here have no solvents, chemicals, or harmful odors, low or no VOCs. Yeah, it's a really nice creamy paint. I'm going to be showing you later. We're going to be painting a little with them so you can see what they're like. They come in a variety of colors and I've made a little color swatch here so you can see them all. I have used their chipboard that I'm going to be showing you to do all these paint swatches. So they have some different pinks, a few different reds, coral, an orangey pumpkin, sunflower, your primary yellow. Then in the greens, it goes from a lime, pistachio, the primary green to new grass. There's a few purples with the lilac, grape, and eggplant. In blues, we have lake, waterfall, primary blue, and stormy. Then there's a stone, which is sort of a gray, a twig, bark, and mulch. And then you have a white, which is a nice true white. You have pure silver, blue patina, green patina, pure gold, and black. So that gives you some idea of the colors that are available in the acrylic paints. They also offer a variety of ink pads. I have a few here of the dye-based artist ink, and it again contains no or low VOCs, and it's a vegetable-based pigment. The shape is really easy to use. If you're doing any straight to paper, you can hold the ink pad really easily. You open it, and it's a felt base pad. So I had a few colors. I'm going to just show you on a chart. Again, these are the chipboard shapes that they offer. And this one here, this is an amethyst. This one was called blotter, a lapis, sepia, black, classic cobalt, red leather, and walnut. And these are all stamped with one of their stamp sets that I'll be showing you. Now down here, I did a sample. This is the paint on its own, and they have a matte medium, and you can see it's just sort of matte, where the gloss medium, it makes it a little shiny. And they come in these bottles. This is the gloss artist medium and the matte artist medium. And then as well, I showed you this in November. We did a card with it, but they also have an all-purpose glue. Next, I'll show you some of the die cuts. These are made from recycled paper chipboard. And you can see these are rectangles. There's triangles, circles, ovals, squares, large rectangles, sprockets, little hexagons, these little sort of propeller shapes or something. Long ones with some holes you can use for books, if you're doing some bookbinding or that. Some circles with different size holes in the middle. So a variety of shapes. I like when it is white because it makes decorating it really easy with ink or paints versus the brown gives you that brown undertone. The white I prefer to use. It makes it a really nice true color that you put on top of it. Also made out of the chipboard are these board book for dimensional art. It comes in a 4x4. This one is 5.5 by 5.5 and it has a little snap closing and handle. This one is 6.5 by 6.5 and then an 8 by 8. And I just want to open it to show you. They're really neat because inside they have this little ledge in it, so if you're putting an embellishment down or whatever, you don't have to worry about the book doing this. It's already built in for the book to expand. And I didn't get a chance to work with one of these yet, but in a future episode I'll definitely make one up so you can see how it looks finished. But I really like how they put those little pieces in there to expand the book to give it more dimension. They also have these glass glints. It's recycled glass embellishments. Here we have a larger size in clear, and then they even have a larger size in the clear. And then they have all these different colors in the smaller ones. And these are great. I like to just add them on for a bit of sparkle onto my projects. And the last product I'm going to show you is the recycled rubber art stamps. They have a few different varieties. This one here is Wings. And the stamps themselves are actually a green rubber. We have Butterfly Post. It's really pretty with the butterflies and just little postmarks in this one. Petal Party. Garden Chic. The Steampunk Accessories 2. The Embellishing Flourishes. Classic Ornaments. Mechanical Fanfare Alphabet. I'll just show you the actual size of the letters. It's a bit larger than what's... The images are 75% of the full size. Witchy Halloween. And the Steampunk Accessories 1. As well, they also have a set of acrylic blocks, which are really nice because they have the indent here for your fingers, which makes stamping nice and easy, and it's a nice thick block. They're a really nice quality acrylic block for the stamps. So now I just want to show you a few art journal pages I started working on. These are still works in progress. Wasn't sure yet how to finish them, but wanted to show you what I'd done so far. So on the base of this page, I took some of the paints, the white and the coral and the light green and the light blue and that. And I used my credit card or gift card or door card, whatever you want, and just scraped them across so the colors would blend and would be this really flat color and that. Then I took a stencil, and with a bit darker blue, I just painted some circles around this side of the page. And you can see, because I used a thin layer of paint, you can still see some of that paint coming through that. Whereas here I wanted to have blotches of paint down. So now where the blotches are, you don't see what was underneath them. So I did each color individually. I did the pink and let it dry, the blue, and then the green. And that's how I was able to get each color to the full potential rather than the colors blending together to form like a mucky brown or that. I dried each one before adding the next color on. So then I did this page. Now this page already had some of the molding paste scraped on the bottom of it, and then I was painting on top of it. And again, there's many layers of paint here. I applied them again with my card. And then I took the stamps, and you should be able to see there's like the flower stamp here and the post stamp and that little ruler stamp and butterflies and words, journey, imagine, beautiful. And I took stamps from almost each of those stamp sets I showed you and just stamped around the outside of the page. So now I want to put something in the middle, but I'm still undecided, but I still want to share the page with you. And here I just put a few of those little glass glitzes, so you can see just it adds a little pop to the page. So that was that page. Now I'm going to show you a page I had started, but it sort of didn't work as planned, but I still wanted to share it with you. So I started by wanting to do a rainbow. So I put the colors up above, and again with my cards, scraped the colors down, let it dry, and then I did another layer so the colors sort of went together. Then I actually had stamped all along the bottom, and there's a butterfly you can sort of see still up here. Now the next thing I wanted to do was take my gloss medium with my Crafters Workshop stencil, and I wanted to stencil in the medium because I just wanted that nice gloss design on top of the design I made. But where I went wrong was that my paint wasn't as dry as it could have been underneath. And when I lifted up my stencil, some of these areas here, the multi-medium, picked up my paint and ripped the page. And so I now had white splotches all over it. So then I thought I would paint black paint and just have where the multi-medium was glossy. But every time I put the black paint on, I wanted to wipe it off the multi-medium, and I didn't get that blackness I wanted. Plus, some of the black stuck into some crevices in my multi-medium. So then I thought if I just put some beautiful glass glitzes, it'll just sparkle it up a bit. So this is where I'm at. I just figure maybe I'll just do some journaling in and around here. And it is what it is. You have to just go with it with art, right? They say there's no mistakes in art. So that was my hopes, and this is what I ended up with. So just wanting to show you that art is a learning experience for all. So now I'm just going to show you quickly how I like to paint using a card. Here was a room card key I have. So what I liked about these paints, being in tubes, is you don't have to worry about contaminating your paint by putting your paintbrush in or whatever. You just open it and pour it on, and you can see the nice creamy consistency of the paint. You can give the paints a little bit of a shake before using them, just to make sure it's all mixed up. So nice and creamy paints, beautiful colors. So what you want to do is you just take your card and just... Now because this is just a cardstock, it just absorbs the paint a little different than, like in my book I use watercolor paper, or if you're on a canvas or whatever. But you can see how easy it is and how fun, and you can get a nice thin layer which will dry really quickly, and then if you want you can put on another layer and colors of paint. And I just want to let you know that if you're interested in purchasing any of these EcoGreen products, if you visit their site, you'll receive 20% off using the promo code CU020, as in Christine Urias 20%. So CU020, and you'll get 20% off your purchase of any of these products. And I enjoyed using them, and I plan to be doing some more episodes in the future using the paints and the books and the chipboard and that. So anyway, here, that's a quick way that I really quick covered this piece of paper using acrylic paints with a card. Well, that's it for today's episode. Be sure to check out my website at www.scraptime.ca. And on our next episode, I'm showing you a book called The Scrapbook of Frankie Pratt. So please join us. Thanks for watching Scrap Time.